You think you know people, but then they lie, they betray. They smile while sharpening the knife, and you wonder, how did I not see it coming? Machiavelli did. 500 years ago, he already knew the truth. Niccolò Machiavelli was not a monster. He was a mirror. While others flattered humanity with stories of virtue and goodness, he dared to whisper what others feared to say. People lie, they cheat, they pretend. Often they win because of it. Machiavelli didn't want to shock, he wanted to awaken, because the cost of believing in illusions is pain. And if you've ever been used, tricked, or blindsided, his words might sting, but they'll also set you free. Let's walk through 8 brutal truths Machiavelli saw in the heart of human nature, and why they still matter today. On the desire to be deceived. The first lesson. Men are so simple, he wrote, that he who deceives will always find someone who will let himself be deceived. We crave comfort more than truth. We'd rather embrace what feels good than confront what is real. That makes us easy to influence and control. In a world filled with curated profiles, influencer masks, and filtered love, Machiavelli's insight pierces the heart of modern life. Are we truly free thinkers, or just skillfully entertained? The second lesson. Why goodness alone isn't enough. Being good is not enough to survive, especially in the ruthless arenas of power. He warned that goodness must be paired with strength, because in a world of wolves, the lamb who refuses to defend itself will become prey. It's not cruelty Machiavelli advocates, but clarity. Virtue without courage to protect it becomes a dangerous weakness. Remembering the third lesson. Forgotten kindness, remembered wrongs. He advised that harm should be dealt all at once, but kindness should be spread out slowly. Why? Because people quickly forget favors, but never forget insults. We recall who humiliated us far longer than who helped us. We carry the memory of slights heavier than acts of kindness. Living for approval only leads to drowning in disappointment. The fourth lesson. The power of reputation. Your image can be your greatest defense. Machiavelli urged leaders to appear merciful, faithful, and humane, regardless of their true nature. Because people judge what they see. Often, perception becomes the only reality that matters. This is not just politics. How much of our own lives are shaped by what others believe about us, even if those beliefs aren't true? In today's digital world of likes and optics, this insight resonates louder than ever. Fifth, why fear outlasts love. He posed a chilling question. Is it better to be loved or feared? His answer was clear. If you must choose, choose fear. Because love is fragile and fleeting, while fear takes deep root. This is not a call to cruelty, but a call to realism. What happens when your leadership, your love, or your identity depends solely on being liked? And that fades away. The sixth lesson. When morality gives way to necessity. People will abandon their principles when survival is at stake. The righteous become ruthless, the kind turn cunning. Machiavelli did not celebrate this transformation, he merely observed it with brutal honesty. Those who pretend otherwise are often the ones who suffer most when their mask falls away. The seventh lesson. The conditional nature of loyalty. He noted that most people follow whoever benefits them, not out of love or principle, but self-interest. It may sound cold, but life experience confirms it. Loyalty tied to convenience isn't loyalty at all. Finally, how power unmasks us. Giving a person power doesn't change who they are. It reveals their true self. Machiavelli understood that success alone does not define character. What matters is how one wields it. Does power humble or harden? Does it inspire service or control? His final warning extends beyond rulers. It challenges each of us. What would you become if nothing stood in your way? Machiavelli didn't write The Prince to celebrate cruelty. He wrote it because he was heartbroken. Exiled from his city, tortured, erased from politics. All he had left was observation. And what he saw was this. People are not always what they seem, and if we don't understand that, we become their prey. He gave us a gift, a brutal lens, one we can use to protect ourselves, or misuse to dominate others. The choice is always ours. So if you've ever trusted the wrong person, believe the mask instead of the soul. Or wondered why goodness often loses? Now you know. Machiavelli saw it too. His truth isn't pretty, but it might be the clarity you've been waiting for. Because once you see the game, you can choose how to play it or whether to play at all. Continue exploring the hard truths of history and mind. A new philosopher waits to whisper next.